Oh. Hello, everybody. It's totally local.
And you're very happy about it.
I am. I'm stoked. I would like to thank, before I even say anything else, Leo for being here. Wonderful co-host, everyone. Wonderful, wonderful co-host.
Yay, finally.
This is Totally Local Podcast. That's what you're the co-host of.
Totally local.
Colorful characters, entrepreneurial spirits, and wonderful businesses lacing the Jersey Shore till you're spinning around. It's beautiful weather, and I am affected by the weather. Not only if it's cloudy and gray, am I feeling a little blue, but when it's blue and sunny, I'm feeling a little great. And by a little great, I mean a lot great. It's beautiful out. Do you love the weather? No?
I do love the weather.
You're looking at me like I'm crazy.
I'm trying to decide if I can hear you well or not.
Music too loud? Where am I?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that should be good. I mean, do you want me to like really get into it, man?
Yeah.
You sound good.
Thank you. It's genetic.
Well, I don't know. I turn my here. Is that better? I turn myself up a little bit.
Much better.
I feel like I project my voice, so I don't want to get too crazy.
Okay.
You know, that's enough of that. Another day, another dollar.
How are you?
I'm good. Hello, listeners. Mr. Mike, Stephanie out there, cousin Stephanie. How you
Hi,
doing?
Stephanie. Hello, Mike.
Man, are you ready for the onslaught that is Memorial Day weekend? Are you ready for the crowds of crazy out-of-towners?
No.
No, I'm not either. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there, my friend.
You know, I've been driving around a lot, enjoying the last bits of quiet, shore life before just insanity, 3 months of insanity.
Yeah, because Totally Local, for all the people that aren't local that are listening, Totally Local Podcast is all about the local culture and the local people. This isn't like some kind of like tourism department where we're trying to get other people here. We don't want other people here. We want the local people here. You know?
Yeah, well...
I mean, there's local businesses obviously want other people here,
Right.
but I don't want them here.
Right. Well, we want a little bit of both. We like our downtime, but we also do like to promote some of the local businesses.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. And hello, Heather, who I believe is out in... she's out in India, I think.
Wow, a join from India?
Yeah.
We're like multinational.
Yeah. How we doing? We sound good, Ming?
It's a little staticky. Hang on.
It's a little staticky.
Got you guys.
All right. We got Ming on the case. Wow. Heather and Mike are reuniting on our chat room.
I wonder what time it is.
India right now.
I don't know, Heather. What time is it in India right now? Is it like a staticky fuzz? Because that kind of happened last time. And if iTunes is open or something, that might be the
Production talk.
production talk. Little pre-production, post-production. Wow, those aren't all the notes for today, are they?
Yeah, let's show it to the camera. These are all my to-date. Well, you can't really see it, but I have a page full of notes, and then I have some extra stuff I want to highlight.
You're
on
a
the back.
small writer too.
Well, I have a lot to say, and I want to make sure I don't forget any of the important things.
Mm-hmm.
This is a, we don't have too many episodes where it's just the two of us getting to catch up.
Just the two of us.
And so, I want to make sure I don't forget anybody. This is a lot going on for this episode today.
I mean, Memorial Day weekend. It's
Yeah.
all happening. Sounds good. All right, Ming's on the case.
Ming's
Thank you,
gives
Ming.
us
As
the-
always, thank you,
Thank
Shared
you.
Universe
Yeah,
Podcast Studio.
Shared
Thank you,
Universe,
Ming.
Ming.
Always here. I was trying to man the decks on what was that? Was that Friday? Hey, the amazing Jimmy Lee's on too. It's a pizza quest. What was it? Friday where we went up to Bellworks?
We did.
Was that Friday?
Was that Friday? No. Yes. Yes.
Maybe. It wasn't this week. It was definitely
No, it
last
was
week.
last Thursday.
Anyway, I was here for a while. and then we had some technical difficulties, but it all worked out.
That was actually pretty cool because you did a lot of different things. You freestyled, you rapped for a bit.
Did you listen to that?
I listened for enough.
I think I took it. I think I took it. It's not shared on there.
It
anymore,
is, yeah.
it?
You can go right to
boy.
Facebook and you can watch.
Skip around.
You DJ and freestyle.
Yeah, I was playing some local music. Although epic shouts to a local lovely band, Dentist. Spotify and Facebook caught me playing their song illegally, as it were, on our show, on my broadcast. And it wasn't really the show, but whatever. But they could catch you now. And Dentist is legit enough to where they were spotted by Facebook, and the song was deleted while it was playing.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, in the not live, but it was caught on the re-up. They told me to take it down. So that was interesting. Because I was getting people amped because June, as everyone should know, on Totally Local Podcast, is Totally Local Music Month, and we're gonna be chilling with our favorite guest, Mike Merrill, DJ Mike Merrill, our favorite DJ in and around the area.
We're kicking it off with Mr. Mike Merrill, and what's fun about that is we're gonna throw it back to something that we haven't done in a long time.
Oh yeah, back in the day where it all began, really, for me and Leo. That we could tell people about was, when we did the
Top
Top 5 Records podcast.
Yeah.
Which, if you want to go anywhere in the world, you can't really you can't do that. We couldn't do it because that's what would happen. We would have been copyrighted to shit, and it would be just muted the whole time. It would just be our lovely faces, and I don't know how much people can watch that in silence.
Well, I mean, it's going to be a good month too, right? We're going to be, I'm sure, tons of, we'll be at concerts and shows all over the place and giving feedback and promoting artists and having some people here. And we're going to close the month with a huge episode, a huge surprise. I'm super excited about it. I am just...
That sets a deadline.
I'm just having to get through Music Month in June for the end result.
Nude Curtis?
This huge... he's... I can't wait.
Yes, it's going to be some premieres, some reviews. We're going to have Angelo in here to help
I saw
out.
him. Yeah, we were talking about it a couple days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm
really
starting the
crunch
production on that show weeks in advance.
Oh, and I'm super inspired too because I have a few more songs that I got to wrap up, but I just watched the Wu-Tang documentary on Showtime, which is like my wife was just trying to get my attention, and I was just like glued to it's so cool. It's such a cool. It's like a 6-part,
I heard it was
5-part,
actually pretty
3-part.
good. Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
And there was some stuff I already knew, but just seeing it presented that way and how they just came from just the bottom and just it was so awesome and did it their own way. I loved it. Anyway, you set up a game, and I hope I got it right. Could you explain the premise of the dating game that you set up for this weekend? It's not the dating game like you guys are thinking of, but tell us about it.
Which game are you talking about?
I'm talking about the game where you said to go look for events
Okay,
and play on somebody's day.
I have
dating game.
I have
like
two.
You're going on a
I have
date.
two games for today.
Yeah.
So the first game
Is that an order, or am I doing it out of order?
Listen, we just go where our souls tell us. There's
true.
no structure.
As much as Leo wants to bring structure,
as much
to
as
the
I
show,
want structure, as long as we get segments now we have segments. I'm happy with that. They can be in whatever order that we want. But so we normally get on here when it's just the two of us, and we'll read some events, and we like to do that when we have a guest as well.
Yeah.
But I thought we could change it up.
switching it.
We don't have too many, we have this week and then next week, and then we're moving on to
Bigger and better things.
yeah. So I figured for this week it would be fun. It's Memorial Day weekend. There's a lot of things going on. So instead of us just reading off some events, why don't we play a little game? I'm going to come up with events that I think would make the best weekend ever for Memorial Day here at the shore. And I want you to come up with events that you think would make an epic, as you say, Memorial Day weekend. And so we will see who had the better weekend events.
I flipped it on its head, and I only did. I thought we were supposed to do like one day in the life. So
Okay.
I did one day into the next day. So I did Saturday into Sunday.
Right. Well, I did Friday night into Saturday into Sunday into Monday.
All right. Well, you're probably gonna win. So I think I'm gonna kick mine off because I zigged when you probably zagged on
Okay.
this. my whole my whole outlook on it was like from a local person's perspective, like what to do to avoid everything that people will be doing.
Oh, that's a good spin on that.
Well, we'll see. So you want me just to go through
Yeah.
and I kept it kind of simple here. So Saturday, you're gonna start your day off now. You're gonna start your day off in Highlands, New Jersey, because everybody wants to go to the beach, right?
Right.
Well, I am from H-Town, and anyone that's from the Highlands or Highlands, however you know it, if you're local, you might
You really
say
just said Highlands.
the Highlands,
Ugh,
L'chaim, the Highlands, as I know it growing up, which is funny because it's just Highlands, but people will say the Highlands. There's public beaches there. It's on the bay, public beaches, but it's you don't have to deal with all the insanity. I used to, growing up, live really close to this like public yet private beach. I'm not going to give away all the locations. If you want to know where the choice beaches are to go, you can hit me up. Otherwise, I'm not going to just put it out there on the podcast. But there's these public beaches there that you don't have to pay to get on, and you could just sit there and chill, and you could avoid a lot of the hoopla and the craziness of going to the ocean, and the craziness of going to, say, Sandy Hook. So I start off my...
Can you start it off, please? Jesus.
I started off in Highlands.
Okay.
Highlands. You go early. You have your snacks. You're sitting on the beach. You're having a good time. I'm setting a mood here, Leo.
I mean, my goodness.
So from there, you want to totally avoid... We're going inland from there. We're going in.
Okay. So wait a minute. So you start the day on Saturday by going to the beach, which
Yes.
you won't tell us which beach, but it's in the
Highlands. Yeah.
So go to the beach in Highlands. Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody will be there.
Yeah.
So that's why you're telling everyone to
Yeah.
go. Okay, got it. Next.
Okay. So we go there, and then we're going inland. We're going all the way to Farmingdale, because if anyone local knows that, everyone's going to be on the ocean, and we want to avoid that. And what we want to have is a nice farm to table, healthy meal at one of my favorite places.
Graze?
No.
Okay.
It's in Farmingdale.
All right, that's right.
Which is Harvest, which if you've never been there, it's a lovely place. You guys should go. It's a small, quaint, lovely place to have a lovely meal. Locally sourced, beautiful stuff.
You should also go to Graze because they're a friend of the show.
Yes, you should definitely go to Graze. That's in Little Silver. That's why I was like, no, because you should know where it is. You were like, Graze? I'm like, no.
I couldn't think of the town it was
Yeah,
in.
I know.
Right, go ahead.
The irony of having a totally local show where one of the guests just has no idea what's going on around him.
I have a lot happening.
So after your wonderful meal,
Okay.
I'm going to want you to hit up John Wick Chapter 3 at the AMC movie theater at the Monmouth Mall.
You have a plan to someone go to the mall and go to a movie at a mall?
Yeah. No one's
On Memorial Day weekend?
Yeah, I mean, listen, you're gonna deal with a crowd because it's a movie theater, but not a lot of people are gonna. I'm trying to avoid the ocean.
I will tell you, I've heard incredible things about this movie.
I love the whole series. I'm a huge fan of Keanu Reeves. Like, people don't want to give him the credit that he deserves as being one of the finest actors of our time.
Okay. No,
No?
I won't have it on this show.
What are you talking about? Point Break? The Matrix?
What has he been in that was even?
Point Break.
I'll tell you
The
the
Matrix.
I'll tell you the best thing that he was ever in.
What? Johnny Mnemonic.
Bill and Ted's
Oh,
Excellent
yeah.
Adventure.
And the sequel?
And he's never stopped playing that character since. It's like he did acid at the very beginning of that filming that movie, and he never came out of it.
What do you? He just exudes this. He falls into the role. It just so happens to be that every role seems like a similar character.
Okay. Somebody else like that. Will Ferrell. He's always playing the same character
I mean,
too.
he's
I
a
wonder if
comedian,
I bet you
so-
they're best friends.
Probably. I mean, it's really like people don't give him the credit or Nick Cage the credit that he deserves as being just such a
You're just
prolific-
naming the same actors who continuously play the same parts.
I
over
mean,
and over
that they
and over.
play them well. If it ain't broke.
Okay, so after the movie, what are we doing? Is that it? That's your.
Oh yeah, that's it. Then after that, we're going home and going to sleep and taking a rest.
Okay, everybody. I'm going to start my event on Friday night. We're going to. So it's Memorial Day weekend. I'm going from a different perspective.
Yeah, Leo's actually gonna make you have fun. I'm like, if you want to avoid
Fun.
If you want to avoid the craziness, do what I'm talking about.
Okay, so you're coming to town. It's Memorial Day weekend. You want to really get into it. You
Oh,
want to be a
boy.
part of the crowds, the people,
man,
the
this is my
fun, the
kryptonite.
beaches. So Friday, May 24th, Belmar. 2019 Jersey Shore Summer Kickoff Party. It's a bus tour of the Jersey Shore's most popular bars and restaurants.
I almost did a spit take. There's a bus tour?
Yeah, so you just drink and party in Belmar
Oh
and
my-
hit up all of the bar A's and all of that fun
The
stuff.
B's and the C's.
So look, I mean, if you're coming to the Jersey Shore for Memorial Day weekend, you should just really embrace it.
You should.
And here at Totally Local, we believe in what is it? Safe drive.
Oh yeah, definitely. Don't.
No drinking and driving.
Yeah, don't drink and drive.
So just get on the bus.
I mean, the cops are already out there. It's Wednesday, and they're
Yeah.
just pulling people over left and right.
All right, Saturday. Obviously,
So wait, so Friday it's just you're on a bus. Where does
Well,
the
you're gonna
bus?
be-
Where does it go? Every bar.
everywhere, all the popular bars.
Pace
Then-
yourself.
and that's right.
You're not even pacing yourself.
No, we're
though.
just going in.
Man,
Saturday, obviously,
got the chills.
the Jersey Shore Food Truck Festival in Monmouth Park Racetrack. We will be there.
Oh yes, we will.
All of our friends will be there.
Mhm.
We will be doing our coastline tour, Monmouth Park stop, exploring Monmouth Park.
Definitely.
Horse racing starts at 12:15.
Yes.
We will be there 12-ish, eating, racing,
Yes.
all of that fun stuff.
Playing the ponies, betting the ponies.
Sunday,
Well, hold on a second. I want to talk about something.
what?
You mentioned all of our friends and getting together on Saturday, how lovely it's going to be. I just want to give epic shouts to the young Steve Mitchell who coordinated. He was on top of it. He's on the scene and he knows what's going on. If you want to be hip and know what to do around the local area and avoid all the posers, then you got to talk to the young Steve Mitchell because we had a beach day on Saturday. North Beach, Asbury Park. Beautiful weather. Set up kites. I'm not doing that, but they'd set it up and it looked beautiful. Food. You could have your dog on the beach. And these are the lovely things that you really have to, if you're not local, then you got to tune in to Totally Local to find out what's hot on the streets of Monmouth and Ocean County. And I just wanted to give an epic shouts because it was a beautiful day in Asbury Park. There wasn't all the out-of-towners there. It was like right before the rush. So continue. I'm sorry. I had to say that.
Okay. Sunday,
Sunday.
Bradley Beach, Memorial Day Festival. It's free, 6 bands, 180 craft vendors, 25 food vendors, and you can go and party on the beach.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah.
right? So now we're at Monmouth Park, we're at Bradley Beach, we're at Belmar. Might as well on Monday finish it up
With a nice nap.
with the 145th. And you know how long 145 years is?
That's
it's a
a
long time. So that means they have been perfecting this parade.
Oh my God.
It's the 145th annual
what year did
Freehold
it start?
Memorial Day Parade. It starts at 10 a.m.
No, I'm saying what year? If that's 145 years, that's like, and we're in 2000, 1860 something. Am I wrong?
That's a lot of Memorial
That's
Days.
a lot.
That's a
Wow.
lot.
What time does it start?
10 a.m.
It starts at 10 a.m. And you know you got to get there early. Get there at 9 or you'll just be screwed.
That's not that early.
Huh?
You,
gotta
should probably
get there early.
way before, but yes.
You
Yeah.
think that you should get there like at what, 8 a.m.?
6.
Bring a folding chair. If you have kids, bring some Benadryl to make them pass out. I'm just saying, that's a long time.
I don't think that there is a clear winner here. I think we came with 2 different perspectives.
You
Both-
definitely get an A+ for effort. I planned a day and then the next day, but you really went for the whole weekend.
Right.
You really your like this is maybe the problem, the crux, or the beauty of the show is like we're approaching it from definitely 2 demographics. Like my demographic is like 80-year-old people that don't want to do much, and this is in general for the show. And your demographic is like youngsters that want to have fun.
I don't want to go and have any fun, but I know what it's like when I used to want to go out
Yeah.
and have fun.
Uh-huh.
So that's how I approach it, yes.
Oh man, I would get on that first bus. This would be me on the bus. I would just be like,
We did a bus tour once, and
oh my God, it was me and Leo can't. I can't even tell you what happened, but me and Leo can't. That's the one thing we're supposed to do this beer tour, and I'm like really nervous about me and you like really letting our freak flag fly because we get like nutty.
Listen, people say that's what they love about the show.
I guess.
We should let it happen more, apparently.
Woo, I don't know. I want to get some sponsorships going. I don't know if, like, me running off a bus, like, totally nude into a crowd is going to be the way to,
Well,
like...
you did it once and lived.
That's true. That's true. But those are beautiful events.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what we get into, what kind of mischief we get into. At least, Saturday I'm happy.
We will definitely be at Monmouth Park on Saturday. I think it'll be a great time.
And I'll have a designated driver because my wife will be watching me like a hawk and driving around, so I won't have to drive, which is great.
I think a group of us are going to take a train up.
Oh, really?
Because parking's probably going to be rough. So
That's true.
there's a food truck festival in the parking lot.
Oh,
And it's
man.
Memorial Day weekend, so plan accordingly.
And this fits perfectly into your coastline tour, too.
It does.
Yeah, so we'll eventually get to talk about, I think next week, we're going to have TJ from Upstart Garden in. I think we're going to actually do a Thursday podcast, just to accommodate. But eventually we're going to have to talk about your coastline experience, which, are you bringing us some coastline information this podcast?
I am.
Okay. All right. Well, tell us what's on the agenda.
So, do we want to get into coastline tour?
I mean, there's something else we can get into if you want.
What's that?
We could get into a little, what's that I hear? What's going on? Batten down the hatches, folks, and get ready.
In a world where we live one slice at a time, and the pizza you eat is the pizza you live by, the brave must rise up, travel to find the finest cheese, the crispiest crust, and the most magnificent sauce. Pizza questo.
Love this.
Nailed it.
I nailed that. Pizza
Oh,
Quest.
Yes. I should make a condensed version of the theme song, but...
Just let it play. Yeah, okay, maybe you should.
That's a lot of pizza.
Why?
Because it's a lot of pizza.
Oh, Pizza Quest.
Oh, Pizza Quest.
We were questing.
Oh, man, listen. We started Pizza Questing, well, first of all, we started Pizza Questing on last Friday, but we'll get into that at the end. Let's go over. I quested all over, up and down Belmar, and you did you do Long Branch and West Long Branch?
I did Long Branch, and then I did West Long Branch. Yeah.
We are doing the Lord's work for you people. I hope everyone out there understands how much pizza this is and how we are putting ourselves on the line.
Yeah, it's a lot of driving around. It's a lot of
cholesterol.
A lot of conversations with people who make pizza.
It's getting the quest. If you've ever watched Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones, a quest, when you go on an epic quest, it's more about the journey and what you learn along the way. So I'm gonna be excited when we get to that final, we get the brackets and we're picking the places. But I'm learning so much about what my body can handle and what it takes to make a really good pizza.
Yeah, I'm really getting picky about pizza.
Yes, there's a lot of bad pizza out there.
Mostly bad pizza.
I don't even want to Belmar. Sorry Belmar, but you overall have the not greatest pizza. Belmar as a town, I went to a lot of the places and I was super underwhelmed.
Well, just to fill everybody in, so we're at the part of Pizza Quest where we're trying to narrow down the best sliced pizza place, the best pizzeria, not a place where you go into a restaurant and have a pie. We understand that there are a million of those and they're all great. We're talking about a pizzeria. $2.50 for a slice of pizza.
Or
$2.
in some cases, $4.
Yeah, in some cases it's $4. And we're just trying to find out which is the best in each town, and then we'll start to compare the best and start to drill this thing down. So what we're doing now is just going and eating lots of pizza in each town to find the best one in each
And
town.
all I got to say is...
Oh, that's a lot of pizza.
Let me tell you.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was... You was waiting for that one.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm going to do it again. Again.
Oh, that's a lot of pizza.
In Belmar, Long Branch, you had even more.
In Long Branch, I think between Long Branch and West Long Branch, it was probably about 22 different pizzerias.
Yeah, I hit up about I think 6 in Belmar. So I had to spread it out over a few days because it was intense.
So you can go first. Tell everybody I know we named a couple of winners last week where we talked about Red Bank and we talked about Asbury. So why don't you tell everybody who won Belmar?
Who won Belmar? It was really close, and I want to give an honorable mention to the pizza shop, which is whoever the owner is a brilliant individual, because they set up shop like right next to Bar A, right like a half a block away from Bar Anticipation, and they're open till 2 a.m. So you know that they're making bank on that. And the pizza was good. It was pretty good. We just saw we were there. I think it was their anniversary. Was it their 2-year anniversary, 1-year anniversary? And it's really hip. They're playing really cool, hip hop music on inside. It was very stylish. The name of the place is Pizza Shop, which is cool. Very, very hip and stylish. But the winner, it's Federico's best slice in Belmar, located on the main drag. I went to me and Lauren visited some places on the ocean. There was the worst pizza I've ever had.
No, don't say where it was.
Okay, well I won't say where it was, but it was located in Belmar. It wasn't on the ocean. It wasn't on the ocean, but the worst pizza I had was on Belmar. But the best slice of pizza you get is Federico's in Belmar. There are some other places on the ocean that have like $4 slice. This is a general rule, and I told Lauren this is like and this goes for all of Totally Local, and probably all the world. If you have a restaurant or somewhere where you can buy food, they're cooking food, and it's located if you have waterfront ocean views and it's a restaurant, generally the price of the food is going to be high, and it's not going to be that good because they don't have to be that good. They have a built-in audience. So, with that being said, Main Street, Federico's Best Slice, Belmar. I do want them all to step it up, though. All of them in Belmar collectively, step it up.
So, I did Long Branch, and I did West Long Branch because it's Long Branch week on the show, which we will get into momentarily. Long Branch. There were really 3 finalists, but I am a man of the people. And after having some conversations with people, I went back on one. So here are the 4 finalists: Rockefellers, Scalas, Bellas, and Attilio's. Okay, I get it. Attilio's in the plaza there. People love it. It was okay. But let me tell you something, people. We are looking for the best pizza slice in the Jersey Shore,
where you could buy a plain slice of pizza and say, "That's a lot of pizza." That's like
all right.
Good.
So I'm gonna give the nod. I mean, to me, in my opinion, it was hands down Scala's one. Excuse me. And I like to call them a friend of the show because anytime anybody comments on our Instagram pictures or posts, they're now a friend of the show. So they have, in my opinion, one of the cooler pizzerias in Long Branch, and I had a good time.
The crispiest crust and the magnificent sauce.
I mean, listen, West Long Branch is way more interesting.
Okay. I have to interrupt you because Mike, friend of the show, Mike commented. He was like Federici's. He's like right. He was like, was it an O or an I? Because there's a Federici's in Belmar, but no, I'm talking about Federico's in Belmar. Sorry, continue. Federico's. I got it right. You made me paranoid, Mike, but Federico's.
So West Long Branch is much more interesting. We are now leaving the shore area and moving into the sort of like the Eatontown outskirts of that sort of neighborhood.
You gotta try a little harder.
They are doing some things in West Long Branch. If I lived in West Long Branch, I think I would be eating pizza a lot more often. I want to give the finalists though. Lupo Pizzeria. It seems pretty new. Wolf is the theme. Very nice pizza, people, and a really cool place. But you're in 3rd.
Oh.
Joe's Pizzeria and La Scarpetta Pizzeria. Everybody knows the rules I have about eating pizza for this contest. You can't eat a whole slice of pizza. If I had a whole slice of pizza at every pizza shop, I'd be 500 pounds by the time we finish this contest. You get 2 to 3 bites, and I'm moving on.
Do you do like front bite and then crust?
Yep.
Okay. Lauren would disagree with you because she's loving Pizza Quest and she's eating for two and she loves pizza. She's Italian, so there's
I kept eating and eating and eating and could not decide. I had to bring pizza home. I had to have other people try it out, but there's a winner.
Mm-hmm.
And the winner goes to La Scarpetta.
Oh. Ciao.
Now, I will say Joe's Pizza is your traditional pizzeria. There's nothing, you're not sitting in there and having a dinner or anything like that. You get your pizza, you get your subs, you get out.
Yeah, but people have been bringing it to a whole new level. If Scarpetta is one of these people, these places, I think we have a winner for Homedale as well.
We do have a Homedale winner.
And we met with the pizza man in Homedale.
We did, yeah. So we got invited to go check out Bellworks and see what all that was about. And
Totally Local is growing leaps and bounds. People, you got to get the word out. If you're a fan of the show, I need you to share it. I need you to like it. I need you to retweet it. I need you to do all that
We're
stuff.
everywhere.
Yeah.
We're even on iTunes.
Yes, we're everywhere. Google it, baby. And we're putting it out there. And Pizza Quest, I gotta say, even though that's a lot of pizza, like people are really responding well to Pizza Quest.
People like Pizza Quest.
So we had someone reach out to the show.
Yeah, and it was Mr. Alex Simmons, who.
That was Adam. No, it was Alex.
No, we can't do that live on the show.
Well, you said it.
Can't you just look it up real quick?
I'm gonna now.
Oh my God.
Simmons and More podcast.
Right. It is the Simmons and More podcast.
Good thing we could look it up. I'm pretty sure it was Adam though.
Oh no.
No.
Is it?
I don't know. I can't find it now.
Adam.
It is. All right, good. See, I'm glad I said something. You did the same thing with when I said Angelo Gingerelli's name wrong, which I appreciate.
Okay, sorry, Adam.
I apologize on behalf of Leo.
But look at the shout out we're giving.
Yeah.
So we got an invite to go check out Bellworks, which was we got a full tour.
Oh.
Shout out to Jasmine from iSims who gave us a full
Epic shout
on tour.
iSims is taking over the planet.
Yeah, that place is cool, man.
It is. So the building is cool. Jasmine, out of nowhere, like an angel from heaven, descended upon us and took us on this mega tour of the building.
Yeah, Jasmine is a friend of Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Bob.
What are you doing for Memorial Day, Bob?
And she was at one of the dinner parties. As we were walking into Bellworks, she was test driving a Tesla on their grounds.
It's getting crazy at Bellworks. Homedale.
Some of the other things that they have at Bellworks, though, they have a florist, they have a library, they have a dentist, they have a gym. They're putting in an escape room for you. It's called Escapology. And there's an ice cream shop coming. Tesla was doing tours.
The ballroom is crazy.
There's just so much happening at that place. And
escape room, it is, and it's a giant. Like I didn't know how to get out of there. Thank you.
They're putting a hotel at the top. So there's a lot going on. I mean, yes, it is a co-working space, but there's
so
a lot
much
happening
more.
there. Yeah, and so. In Bellworks, there's Bell Market, which is an eatery. It's more high-end or interesting sort of restaurants.
They're setting a mood in that whole building, which is just fabulosity all over the place. And there's Corbo and Sons is where the pizza actually is inside there.
Yeah, so the name of the place was Corbo and Sons, and Mr. Adam made us some pizza.
I mean, can I just talk about this pizza for a second?
Yes.
Adam is not. First of all, epic shouts to Adam. His podcast, he's putting it out there. He's doing it, and he's making. Talk about the most magnificent sauce. And all the beautiful ingredients that went into that pizza. Now we do have to technically go back and have a plain slice of pizza there because we had the most magnificent sausage pizza there, and. Old Tubby Andrew over here had 2 slices. Leo held back because he knows and I know, that we're doing this thing. And
oh, that's a lot of pizza.
So we got to make sure that we have room. But I couldn't help it. It was so good. Adam was so passionate about the pizza.
And you know what's really cool is his story, because as he's making it, he's telling us about his story and how, he wanted to find something to bring meaning to his life and happiness. And he found something that
he was doing a
really
corporate
loved.
job and he hated it.
Yeah.
And then he found pizza.
He's just wearing his sweatpants and his hat backwards and telling penis jokes and making pizza, and that's what he loves
You
to
know,
do, and it's
and
awesome.
you think like Pizza Quest is different for everyone. Like when you get into your like this is our Pizza Quest. When you're going on your own Pizza Quest, sometimes you're going to the pizza, but sometimes the pizza's coming to you,
Yeah,
and
this
it's
one came
saying,
to
"I
us.
need you to make the most magnificent pizza." So. He's telling us his story as he's making this pizza, and I got transported to heaven while I'm eating this pizza, and I tell him I'm like, and he like looked at me. I'm like, look, man, you're disqualified, and he like looked at me like he was really upset, and I was like, this is really good pizza, like this is too good, and I mean it's a pie, so like the show is all about the slice, and he was like, oh no, he's like, oh no. We serve slices there.
They primarily serve slices there.
They primarily do serve. I would have eaten so much more of that sausage pizza. So I'm like, oh, well, this changes everything.
It does.
This is the part of the quest where like they're battling, they're out there, they're sweaty, they're getting to the top of the mountain, they killed the dragon. You think they're all good, and then boom, something else happens.
Yeah.
This is the boom, something
For
else
me,
happens.
this was like I had so much bad pizza or average pizza that I'm like, I don't even know that I want to continue doing this, but I have to.
This is like the end of like, this is like the second act where it's just like, oh, this is the revelation. This is what it's all about.
This is why we're doing
Yeah.
Pizza Quest. If for nothing alone, if it was just to find that place, that is a contender, and that is why we're doing this. We want to find the
man.
contenders.
Yeah.
Bring your A game. Stop playing with us.
Yeah, like there's people that I can't mention that are not bringing. They're bringing their F- game, and this was the A+ game where he's super passionate about it. They're using fresh ingredients, locally sourced. They got cheese from Bradley Beach, people. They got cheese from Bradley Beach, and that's what Totally Local's all about. So the worlds are merging together. It's all of it coming together in Bellworks. In this beautiful little pizzeria where they have these $20,000 ovens to like heat the pizza, you know.
Yeah, it was a beautiful spot. It was a beautiful place.
In the most magnificent south. So like we're sitting there eating the pizza. He tells me that, and it just opens up my eyes to the fact that like, wow, this is like not your everyday average slice of pizza, where it was just so good. I can't recommend it enough to you. Go there, go meet Adam, shake his hand, tell him thank you.
Check out the Simmons and More podcast.
Check out we're going to be on it. They're going to be coming on here. We're going to be doing some cross promotion and stuff. And, the beautiful thing, too, is like, so I know a lot of people are working in that building in Bellworks. There's iSims, there's USims, there's WeSims. There's all kinds of businesses there.
That was
You're
stupid.
But they also got, you could have a beer and a slice of pizza while you're sitting there. It's a beautiful thing, and the atmosphere in the whole place. You guys got to go check it out.
You can see some pictures of everything that we're talking about on our Instagram, totally_local_podcast. I've been practicing that at home.
Good, thank you. But definitely, like in my opinion, like as far as Homedale goes, they're gonna take it home in Homedale, and they're gonna be going head to head against Scarpos and all the other places. Scarpos? Did I say it right?
You know what? You can't disrespect Scarpettas like
Scarpettas. It's gonna be Scarpettas. It's gonna be now. Is it Corbo and Sons or is it Bell?
It's Corbo and Sons.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they're in Homedale and they're serving slices. If you could find out how to park at Bellworks and get inside, talk about a quest.
Yeah.
So-
Don't wear white sneakers.
Yeah, don't wear white sneakers because you're gonna be trekking through some stuff. It's so beautiful. There's a public area you could sit outside, eat your pizza. Oh my god.
Okay. On with the show.
Okay.
So, this was Long Branch week.
Yeah.
Do you want to get into hearing about how my many hours in Long Branch
Oh
went?
yes. How do you feel now? Even though I'm local, I'm not sure is West Long Branch its own town, and then there's Long Branch.
Yep. So I was just Long Branch.
And that's the coastal tour. We're back on the train, people.
We're back on the train, Coastline Tour. The first thing I want to say is the fun part for me about going and doing this is that I go, I put out there in the atmosphere a shot of the train, and then people just start commenting about where to go. You do the hard work for me.
Yes.
And I will say one of the things I kept hearing about was that gotta get a chicken cutlet or some sort of sandwich from Neil's.
Man, my stomach is growling now.
Neil's commented and said yes.
Uh-huh.
So I went and I got Neil's, and I brought it for you
Neil's
to try.
comment? Oh, I'm so hungry right now.
So this
Oh my god.
is a chicken cutlet sandwich from Neil's.
Everyone told you to do this, and then Neil's like reached out to you?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So, there you are.
Oh my god. Oh, I just drooled all over the
And
place.
I'm giving it to you so you obviously will turn your mic off and eat, and I know how
Oh,
that goes.
yeah,
so
just
I will
keep
just
talking.
I will continue to talk about
Just keep talking. I'll be over here. Don't
about,
mind me.
and let me know how it is.
Oh.
I didn't get to try it.
You'll know by my facial expression.
Long branch, long branch, long branch. And he falls in his. I guess it's good. So I had been to Long Branch. We obviously have a dear friend to the show, Mr. Angelo Gingerelli. So I will start there with him. It was great going back to Brighton Bar this past Monday to his hosted comedy night. If you haven't had the opportunity to do it, please go do it. Give them some love. What's so funny is it's a lot of just local comics trying out new stuff, trying to make other comics laugh. So it's a different sort of environment, but I have a great time. I laughed harder this time. I sat right in the front. I wouldn't say I got heckled, but it was they noticed me. They asked me a couple questions. I felt like I was part of the show. And I want to give a shout out to a couple people. Obviously to Angelo. Thank you. Mr. Short Shorts Frank, it was his first time, and he went second, and the poor guy, there's probably 15 comedians, and the poor guy, they just kept going back to his super short shorts. I like the shorts, but I get it. And Rory, he's a friend of the show. He actually listens. He pulled me to the side and said hello. He actually talked about some things we were talking about last week, and that always shocks me when people see me and they talk about the show. So thank you for everybody. And Mr. Carl Callen, Callen, check him out on Facebook. He stole the night from me. He is really, really, really good at what he does. I actually saw him the next morning when I was going back through town. He was sitting outside of the deli, and he was having some breakfast. So I had a great time at Brighton Bar. Moving on, did you know that Ronald McDonald House is in Long Branch?
Like the mecca of like the one?
I don't know. I think there are multiples.
Okay.
But for like the North Central Jersey, they're located there, and they're right off the train. It's a really cool house. So I stopped by to find out more about Ronald McDonald House and what that's all about. I did not know that it was to provide like a respite for families with seriously ill children while they receive care, right? So it's a place where families can go while their kids are getting help. Because it's local, it's a great source for volunteering. I actually am going to be volunteering there next month. Took some time off of work, so I'll be helping out. Really cool place, easy to get to if you are looking for volunteer work. They have a lot of things going on that you can help out and do, and a lot of it is office, because a lot of times I'm not really trying to volunteer painting or working outside, especially in the summertime. I will go, though, make a sandwich or answer some phones. So Pier Village.
All right, I'm back. Let's talk about this. What was it, Neil's? Where is this located?
In Long Branch.
Is it near the train?
It's right by Brighton Bar.
Oh man, it's so good. And this is like you had this. This isn't like you just got it.
I got it on my way in.
Oh God, so good. Neil's, Neil.
Neils, yeah.
Go check it out.
Actually,
guys.
go check them out because they're Jets fans and they have Jets stuff all over the place. And everybody knows I'm a Jets fan.
I mean, don't do that. Go check them out for the sandwich. Don't ask them about the Jets. Ask them about the sandwich.
Can we? All right, listen. I know everybody wants me to talk about Pier Village. I understand that. I went to Pier Village. I didn't put any pictures up about Pier Village. I didn't put anything on social media about it. For me and for what I do with this show, I personally feel that Pier Village is actually the opposite of what the show is all about.
Oh,
if you want to go check out Jared Kushner's Pier Village, please by far go do so. I think it is beautiful. It has high-end stuff. It's got beachfront everything.
Yeah, because they put eminent domain on all the houses that were there and kicked them all out, you sons of bitches.
There's a Gold's Gym I did a tour at. Probably the only gym that you can find a sauna, but it smelled weird. But it was really clean. It actually was a really nice gym. Stewart's Root Beer reminds me of growing up when my mom would make me root beer floats. You can check that out. Sugar Pop Candy Bar. Anybody who knows me knows I love candy. A great candy bar to check out. And then the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory, among other things.
I love how you're still doing your duty
I'm doing
for the
my
show,
duty for the show.
but you're not happy about it at all.
Right. So, Rooney's, I hear they have a great brunch.
They do have a great brunch. They do.
I went for a steak dinner. Meh.
Okay.
I'm moving on. Anything else you want to say about Pier Village that you know?
I mean, there's more awesome things going on in Long Branch. Whitechapel Project is the number one thing that I would say go check out. I wouldn't even go mention the stories I've heard and what they've done to it, and the fact that like the rest of this culturally, when like jazz was coming up and all these wonderful historic moments were coming up, there's a lot of stuff that happened in Long Branch that is like beautiful. And that main strip, you could kind of see how it used to be at one point very beautiful, but they're letting the whole town kind of fall apart, and they made Pier Village. So I'm not a huge, whatever. I'm about culture and art and beauty and entrepreneurs. I'm not about eminent domain and kicking people out of their houses. That's just me.
Moving on. Seven Presidents Park. What a find. A friend told me to check that place out when they knew I was doing Long Branch, and I went there on a Saturday morning. It was nobody around.
Yeah.
I got some great shots. If you want to check out our Instagram
Beautiful
on
shots.
Seven
You've really been
Presidents
stepping
Park.
up your photography game.
Thank you.
It looks really great.
Thank you.
And epic shouts to, the only thing I did was I made sure that the Facebook and the Instagram was like connected, because now we're getting more people. You're taking these beautiful pictures, and now they're on Facebook, so the people that are on Facebook are seeing more of the stuff that's actually going on for the show. It's not just a podcast, it's a lifestyle.
Actually, that's a good point. You can check us out on Instagram, but
Yeah.
you can get even more information about the show on Facebook.
That's true.
And then there's not much to say about Seven Presidents. It's a
Cool
park.
beach. It's a beach.
Exactly. You can check that out. I talked about Brighton Bar, and then some honorable mentions: Lighthouse Strollo's ice cream. I had some. It was delicious.
For a friend of the show, the DeGeorge brothers, they constructed that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they commented on. I think it was on Facebook. They commented on it. They had something to do with the building of that.
Bagel Guy's Deli I walked into Bagel Guy's Deli with my camera. I think no one's paying attention. I'm trying to take pictures without anybody.
You always try to be so stealth.
I don't really feel comfortable just walking into a place and taking pictures.
That's your job now.
I know. And I do say I'm a reporter.
You are a reporter.
And so they didn't say anything to me, but then they commented on the post and they said, hey, we caught you. We saw that. Thanks for the shout out. So cool guys. And if you're health conscious, they have a really strong health conscious breakfast menu. You should check that out.
I went there with my little brother, a while ago, and it was just a random spot. He lived near there, and we stopped. And I was like, wow, this is a really good. Bagel Quest is right around the corner. 2021 is.
Get ready for Bagel Quest if we survive Pizza Quest. Bacon Beach Grill was a find. This was North Long Branch. This is if you like bacon, you should go to this place. I had the bacon. I was practicing this today.
Oh, man.
Oh, flight. So you get all these different types of bacon.
What's this place called?
It's called Bacon Beach Grill. It's a breakfast.
It's all
lunch.
bacon?
It's lots of things.
You got a
with
flight
bacon
of
in
bacon?
It. Yes, so huge strips of bacon. There was a
God.
maple sugar. There was a cinnamon. There was rosemary. So you have
We should
the
have
flavors
really.
of the day.
Maybe we should just take this podcast and maybe kind of change directions and make it like a health podcast, because we're gonna like all that cholesterol.
How not to be healthy.
Oh man, how to live on the shore and just have so much fun every day and eat beautiful things like this chicken sandwich. Oh man, it's so good. Go to Neil's.
And then the one other thing I want to, and I didn't do too much at Whitechapel because I did go.
Because we love it so much.
I did go there for the show, and we did talk about it before, as we did with Brighton Bar. But they're opening their 8,000 square foot beer garden this weekend. It has not been opened yet. You have not seen it. It will finally be an open space.
Is it gonna get
Go
too?
check out Whitechapel's restaurant, beer garden, brewery, all of that fun.
Check it out now too, because I feel like it's gonna get too cool for me to go. I feel it's gonna be too hip
and too expensive.
Just too crowded.
Well, not in the off season, but
yeah, I guess I'll be back, and I'll see you in September, my friends.
All in all, I had a great time in Long Branch. Thank you to everybody who gave me tips of where to go.
Yeah, thanks everybody for supporting the show.
Did Pizza Quest there. It was all fun.
Oh man.
Generally, great place. I actually like it. I think it's a quieter version of what is happening to Asbury.
It's on the come up.
Yeah.
As long as we got to get Jared Kushner out of there, and so we can start building some things, fixing it up.
Do not alienate half of our audience.
No, it's a fact. He just owns a lot of property there, and he's just sitting on it. So I don't care what your your political proclivities are. I just want to see this local area grow and blossom into the beautiful bouquet I know it can be.
Do you want to do a game? Do we have time?
I mean, you're the one that has.
All right, let's do a quick game before we call it a wrap for the day.
Yeah, you have I thought you had no serious.
I do, but I have a game I want to play.
Okay.
I have a new game, and the game is called Sure or Not Sure.
Are you sure? Are you not sure? Are you sure? La 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 la.
Wow. The theme songs around here are great.
Just cranking them out. If you guys need a theme song, let us know.
All right. Sure or not sure? This is a quick game. Everybody knows that there are many famous people from the Jersey Shore area, even more famous people from New Jersey. So the point of this game is to tell me, when I tell you their name, are they sure or not sure? Now, we know that we have Bon Jovi, we have Bruce Springsteen, we have Wendy Williams, all from the Shore, so we are not going to go there. We are going to start with
I am sure.
Paul Rudd from Ant-Man, from Clueless. Is he sure or not sure?
Oh, man, Paul Rudd. He's got that Jersey mystique about him. I'm going to go sure.
Sure?
No, am I not sure?
Not sure.
Oh, you tricked me on the first one.
He's from Passaic, New Jersey.
Oh, he is sure.
Well, they're all Jersey.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I have attention deficit issues.
They're all Jersey,
but
not sure.
Okay, all right.
The next one.
Uh-huh.
He is from Batman Returns. He is from Twins, Taxi. He is from Always Sunny. He is 4'10", and his name is Danny DeVito.
He is sure. I know that.
He is sure. He's from Asbury.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So you're 1 for 1. All right, next.
I love this game.
She is from the movie Devil Wears Prada, Sophie's Choice, Bridges of Madison County, and my favorite, Doubt. Her name is Meryl Streep. Is she sure or not sure?
Ooh. First of all, Bridges of Madison County is a beautiful movie that everyone should watch.
Okay.
Oh man. Ooh. I'm gonna say sure. No.
Not sure.
Not sure.
Bernardsville.
Bernardsville.
Listen, they're not local. I don't know how to say it. And my roommate would disagree. So next.
Bernardsville? Is that what he says?
I don't know what anyone says. I've never even heard. Okay. Die Hard, Fifth Element, Armageddon, Mr. Bruce Willis.
I'm going to go not sure.
He is not sure. He is Carney's Point.
Weird-ass towns.
Thelma and Louise, Rocky Horror, Dead Men Walking, Miss Susan, as my cousin would say, Sarandon, Miss Susan Sarandon.
Oh.
Is she sure or is she not sure?
She's not sure.
She's Edison, New Jersey.
Yeah. Wow, all these famous people from New Jersey, and we get such a bad rap.
All right, we have 3 more.
Okay.
I'll give you an easy one. The Shining.
Jack Nicholson, Neptune, sure.
There you go.
I'm on a quest to find his house. I want to find out his house. His house picture in front of it.
I almost gave you the name first. Avatar, Guardians of the Galaxy, Star Trek. Miss Zoe Saldana. Is she sure or not sure?
No, she's fancy. She's not from the Shore.
She's from Passaic. All right, finally.
That's where all the fancy people are from, Passaic.
Okay. All right, finally. There's only one title, and it's Game of Thrones. This is Mr. Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage?
He's my favorite character from Game of Thrones.
Tyrion Lannister is not from the Shore.
Close, though.
Okay.
He's from Mendham, New Jersey.
Okay. Look at man, New Jersey is a beautiful thing. I want people to recognize that the logo highlights Monmouth and Ocean County because that's like the most beautiful part. But, you know, we do showcase all of New Jersey because we do love New Jersey so much.
Thank you. Okay. Well, thanks for saying that and letting everyone know.
Yes. Well, that was a fun little game. I like that. Did you is that it? Did you run out of? Could we do it again? Is there more people?
We can do it again. There's more people.
Okay. All right. I mean, this is so much fun sitting down with you right on the cusp of what's gonna be. We're only getting more totally localer because it's gonna get crazy around here.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff coming up. I hope everyone keeps listening to us, and specifically as we roll into local music month of June. If you have any shows that you like, if you have any artists that you want to highlight, let us know. We'll go check them out and we'll talk about them on our
Heck
show.
yeah. All right, guys, this is another wonderful edition of Totally Local.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to thank, as always, my co-host, Leo.
Thank you.
A Shared Universe podcast studio. Of course, Ming. Thanks again for stepping in and checking out any technical difficulties. All of our wonderful friends, all the people that are listening. Anyone else? I can't think of. But tune in every week for more stuff that we're doing. And I think I'm going to eat another piece of this.
Go ahead. It's all yours.
Oh, man. So good.
Shout out to Niels.
Oh, shout out. I tagged them. I linked them on the Facebook here. And, just spread the word, guys. Let everyone know what we're about. And till next time.
Bye-bye.